Hello to everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Nice thing about today that is special is we have our portfolio manager himself, Gaston, here. So we're going to be doing these things way more frequently. And they're kind of a community social type event on top of being, informational, educational. Dalbar took a look at what investors are actually getting in their portfolios and compared it to the overall market. And then they took it a step further to try to analyze what are the exact reasons there's underperformance, as we see here, since the actual investor returns is lower. So the reason I bring this up first is it's great information for investors. These are the top 4 things to avoid to get the biggest benefit off the bat. This is the good. What we're labeling the good, because we got the good, the bad, and then not the ugly. We have the outlook. So there's a mathematical reason why bonds go down in value when interest rates rise. If we enter another phase of rising interest rates, which we're below the Fed target at this point, so you have to expect we're at least going to reach the Fed target of 2-ish%, their long-term target. So at least we have that amount to climb. During that climb, whenever it may happen, bonds are going to suffer for that. And I think it's worth mentioning that there's several ways to tackle a problem. You have to understand they should be considered within the context of your wealth plan. And that's just basically everything you're doing. So for more advanced or more sophisticated investors, that includes tax implications sometimes. That includes estate implications sometimes, or how things are designed needs to be taken into account. And then secondly, the reason I wanted to cover there's several ways to tackle a problem is to emphasize that the lack of action does not come from a lack of solutions, because we know that not to be the case. Stocks and bonds have been the traditional portfolio, and that's typically what investors, high net worth investors or not, are invested in by and large. There's things that institutions are doing that go outside of the traditional stock and bond framework and do address some of these problems specifically. Returns for stocks and bonds are expected to be low. Not much is being done. So I look to find those that are interested in addressing the issue. And like I said, I provide free consultations. I'll see where they're currently at. If they have any specific fears as well, we'll obviously address that kind of thing. It would be a short webinar. Excuse me about that. And this is going to initiate the question and answer phase. If everyone takes a peek at the right-hand side, there's a chat where you'll be able to write in your questions, and I'll go ahead and take a look at them.